Morning. In the last topic of the lesson similarity, let's today do theorem of areas of similar triangle. In the very beginning of the lesson, we have done about the ratios of areas of similar triangle. Here also, we will be doing ratios of two triangles but which are similar. In the beginning of the lesson, we have done ratios of areas of any two triangle, and we had seen the formula was B1H1 upon B2H2. So we will be using that formula and see how it changes if the two triangles are similar. Does it still remain B1H1 or it changes? Right? So let's begin. So this is called the theorem of, you can call it even ratio of areas of two similar triangles, or just theorem of areas of similar triangle also will do. So now, let us say in this figure, I have two triangles ABC and DEF which are similar. So given condition is that the two triangles are similar. So as soon as we say the two triangles are similar, the two inferences that we draw is that the corresponding sides are in the same ratio and the corresponding angles will be equal. Okay, I have just taken one angle here, B and E, because I will be using for this theorem only one angle. So let's begin. Now you know area of any triangle, the formula is half base into height, or as we had seen in the first property, it is B1H1 upon B2H2. So for this triangle ABC, if BC is the base, for this triangle EF is going to be the base. So now we have the base but we don't have the height. So we do the construction, that is we construct the height. So let us say AM is the height in the first triangle and dn is the height in the second triangle. Then as per the formula B1H1 upon B2H2, here B1 is nothing but BC and H1 is AM upon. Similarly here the base is EF and the height is DN. So I get my first equation wherein I get the ratio of the areas of the two triangle using B1H1 upon B2H2. Now, what we have to do is, we have to prove that these two triangles are similar, because I'm trying to find out whether this height AM upon DN is also equal to the ratios of the corresponding sides, or in other words, if two triangles are similar, not only their sides, corresponding sides are in the same ratio, but even the height of the two triangle will be in the same ratio. That is, I will try to prove that AM upon DN is also equal to either AB upon DE or any one of the ratios. So how do we do that is by proving that these two triangles are similar. Okay, so let us see how we can prove it. Now you can see this is one angle 90 by construction, because height is always a perpendicular. So this is a 90 degree, and you know that angle B is equal to angle E. The reason being is that these two big triangles are given similar. And if triangles are similar, then their corresponding angles are equal. As you can see here, I have taken. So by AA test of similarity, these two triangles, the small ones, are similar. Now how to write out the test of similarity we have already seen in the earlier videos. You can refer to that video and see how we can write the two triangles are similar by AA test. So just now what did I prove is that triangle AMB is similar to triangle DNE by AA test of similarity. That is this small triangle and this small triangle, right? So now what we get is, if these two triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That is AM upon DN will be equal to AB upon DE. Why am I using just this ratio? Because you can see out of these three sides that the triangle have, AM and DM is the height, and we have only one side of the original triangle that is given in this ratio, that is AB upon DE. That is why I am using just these two ratios. So now this is corresponding sides of similar triangle. So now you can see from this equation and from this equation that if AM upon DN is equal to AB upon DE, but AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF from this equation. right? Therefore, what you can conclude is that if first ratio is equal to the second ratio, but second ratio is equal to the third ratio, then first and third ratios are equal. So what we get from here is that AM upon DN is also equal to BC upon EF. And this value we will substitute in this first equation. Instead of AM upon DN, we will put BC upon EF. So what we will get is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF will be equal to, we already have one BC upon EF here, and again instead of AM upon DN, I will be putting BC upon EF. So it will become BC into BC is BC square, EF into EF is EF square. So you can see the formula that we got from here is that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles will be nothing but the ratio of the squares of their corresponding side. You can see BC and EF is a corresponding side pair. So the square of those sides will be equal to the ratio of the areas of the two triangles. So this can be true not only for this, it will be true from this also, that it can be AB square upon DE square. It can be even AC square upon DF square. Not only one side, but it will be the ratio of squares of all the three pairs of the side. So this is the theorem of ratio of areas of similar triangle. Just very quickly, let's revise. Two triangles are given similar. So if the two triangles are similar, these are the two characteristic properties of similar triangle. That is, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio and the corresponding angles are equal. Right? So these are the properties that we will be using, and this is the first property in the lesson that we learned, that ratio of areas of two triangle is B1H1 upon B2H2. So we constructed the height. So BC is the base, AM is the height. So this is B1, this is H1, this is B2, this is H2. That is how we wrote an equation, B1H1 upon B2H2. Now, AM upon DN is not a part of the triangle. This is the construction that we did. So I would like to find its relation with the three sides of the triangle. And how do we find the relation of this height with the sides of the triangle is by proving these two small triangles. You can choose any triangle. You can choose either these two or these two. So just for the sake of convenience, I have taken these two triangles. So we have to prove these two triangles are similar. How do we do that? By AA test. You can see one angle is 90 degree because height is always perpendicular. And these two angles are already equal because the given triangles in the question are similar. So the two small triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. And if they are too similar, then definitely their corresponding sides are going to be in the same ratio. I have not taken all the three ratios as we don't require it. We require only two ratios. One which corresponds to the height of the triangle and one which corresponds to the side of the bigger triangle. BM and EN are not a part of the bigger triangle, so I'm not interested in writing this ratio. So from here we get that AM upon DN is equal to AB upon DE. But you can see AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF. Why? Because the two big triangles are similar. So you can see equation ratio 1 equal to ratio 2, but ratio 2 is equal to ratio 3. So conclusion is that ratio 1 and ratio 3 are also going to be equal. Or in other words, the ratio of the height is also equal to the ratio of the corresponding sides. So in our first equation, instead of AM upon DN, we again substitute BC upon EF. So you can see BC into BC becomes BC square, EF into EF becomes EF square. So now the theorem or the statement that we get is that if there are two triangles which are similar, then the ratio of their areas will be equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. That is BC square upon EF square, AB square upon DE square, and AC square upon DF square. So this is the theorem. Now let us see how we can use this theorem to solve the sums. Now let us say this is my first sum, where given triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, and areas of both the triangles are given, and we are supposed to find out AB upon PQ. Now from here you can see AB and PQ are the corresponding sides. So according to the theorem, let us write down the formula. That is, area of the first triangle upon area of the second triangle will be equal to the squares of squares of the ratio of their corresponding side, that is AB upon PQ. Instead of AB square upon PQ square, you can even take out this square common outside like laws of indices, and then you can write it as AB upon PQ. That is what I have written here. Now this is according to the theorem of areas of similar triangle. Okay, these are the corresponding sides AB and PQ. Now let's substitute the value. ABC is 16, PQR is 25, that is equal to AB upon PQ the whole square. Now I don't want the whole square, I want to remove this. So we just take square roots on both the sides. So 16 will become 4, 25 will become 5, and I will get my answer, that is AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. Now let's do another question. Here again the two triangles are given similar. Triangle areas of both the triangle is given and one side is given. We have to find out the other side. Method is the same. Let's write the area of the first triangle divided by the area of the second triangle. Now AB is given, so we will use a ratio of corresponding sides AB, and AB corresponds to PQ. So this is again theorem of areas of similar triangle. Let's put the values. 100 upon PQR is given 144, AB is given 5 upon PQ the whole square. Again we don't want the square, so we remove the square by taking square roots on both the sides. 100 will become 12, 144 will become 12, and this will be 5 upon PQ. Now just with cross multiplication we will be able to solve and get the answer for PQ. So PQ is nothing but 5 into 12 divided by 10. So 5 2s are 10 and 6. So we get the answer as 6 centimeter. Right? So these are very easy to use formula and easy to solve sums. Now let's go to a little bigger question. Now in this question we have one triangle and we have a segment PQ given which is parallel to DE, and one ratio is given. Area of one small triangle is given, and we are supposed to find the area of this quadrilateral, that is DPQE. Now by looking at the figure, we realize that if I want to find out the area of this bigger quadrilateral, I should know the area of the bigger triangle. So you can see area of the bigger triangle. From that, if I will remove this area of the smaller triangle, if I subtract, I will get my area of the quadrilateral. So the formula that we will be using here is area of the bigger triangle minus area of the smaller triangle. Now area of the smaller triangle is already given to us. So the first step will be to find the area of the bigger triangle. And for that again we will be using our formula ratio of areas of similar triangle. Now here in this question the two triangles are not given similar. So the first step will be to prove that the two triangles are similar. So you can see we will be using this property that PQ is given parallel to DE. So you know this angle will be equal to this angle because they are corresponding angles, and this angle is equal to this angle again by the same theory that they are the corresponding angles. So the two triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. Even you can use the common angle, that is one corresponding angle and one common angle, or you can use both corresponding angles. Up to you, the choice is easy. Whichever you feel easy, you can use the two angles. And how to write the similarity we have done in the earlier video, so you can just cross check that. So we get area of triangle DEF upon area of triangle PQF is equal to, now you can see I proved the two triangles similar by AA test. So what we got, the first step was triangle DEF, that is the bigger triangle, is similar to triangle PQF by AA test. If it is not given, you have to write the proper steps in 3 steps and prove the two triangles are similar by AA test. Now once we have proven the two triangles are similar, we are going to write the ratio of their areas. So you can see there are 3 ratios that we can write, but we will select one which is given in the question. So you can see PF is given in the question. So we will be using this corresponding side PF. You can see this is PF, and corresponding side to PF is DF. So we say DF upon PF whole square. This is equation number 1 using theorem of areas of similar triangles. So I got area of the bigger triangle upon the area of the smaller triangle, one pair of corresponding side raised to 2. Now this value is given to us. PQF is given, we have to find out this. So for this, first we should know these ratio also. So let's start with the given ratio. PF is equal to 2dp. Now you can see PF is in the denominator. So I bring this in the denominator and this 2, I carry it down here. So when I take PF here, nothing remains here. So it is 1 and this 2 is coming down. So 1 upon 2 is equal to dp upon PF. Right? This is the given ratio by just rearranging the terms. Now let's compare this with what we want. We want PF in the denominator, which we already have. But in the numerator, we want DF. Right? And we have dp. Now how do we get df from dp? You can look at the figure. We have dp, but we want df. We have dp, we have this segment in the numerator, but we want df. How will I get df from dp? When I will add pf to it. Dp plus pf will give me df. So I have to add pf, but pf is in the denominator. So when you add the denominator to the numerator, that is called componendo. So here we will be using componendo. So we get 1 plus 2 upon 2 is equal to dp plus pf upon pf. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 upon 2 is equal to, you can see dp plus pf is nothing but df. So df upon pf. Now you can see we got the ratio that we want, df upon pf as 3 upon 2. So now this we will substitute in this equation. Area of triangle DEF upon area of triangle PQF is given in the question 20. And now df upon pf we got 3 upon 2 whole raised to 2. So now let's solve this. What do we get is area of triangle DEF upon 20. Now I square these two and I get 9 upon 4. Square of 3 is 9 and square of 2 is 4. Right? So now we cross multiply. Area of triangle DEF is equal to 9 into 20 upon 4. So 4 5s are 20 and I get 45 square centimeters. Now you can see since the triangle is bigger, the area is also more. The triangle was small, the area is 20. So now I got areas of both the triangles. Now I can find the area of my quadrilateral. Area of my quadrilateral DPQE will be equal to area of the bigger triangle, which is 45, minus area of the smaller triangle, which is 20, and I get my answer as 25 square centimeters. Right, so in the previous video also I have shown how to bring the given ratio to the form that we want if it is not given directly. Sometimes the ratios are given directly, so it can be directly used in the equation, but sometimes it is given in a part form like it was given here dp instead of df. Then we use componendo and get it in the form that we want and just substitute it in the formula that or in the equation that we have earlier obtained to get the final answer. So the concept basically here is if you want to find the quadrilateral area, find the area of the two triangles and subtract them to get your answer. One of the triangles will be given, either the bigger one or the smaller one. Use this same method to find the area of the second triangle and just subtract it. Let's go to one more question. Now here you can see AB is again given parallel to CD. One ratio is given and we have to show that the area of this triangle COD upon the area of triangle AOB is equal to 1 upon 9. Now this type of question we have done earlier also, where we had to show that these two triangles are similar. So these are the two triangles that are in question. You can see it is given parallel, so this angle is equal to this angle alternate angle, this angle is equal to this angle alternate angle, and these two angles are equal, again vertically opposite angles. So using any two angles we can prove the two triangles are similar. So that is the first step. So triangle COD is similar to triangle AOB by AA test. You just don't have to make a statement. You will have to write which angle is equal to which by giving the reasons. And how to do that we have already seen in our earlier videos where we were doing similarity of two triangles. So please refer to that video to see how we should write this. Not just the statement, you will have to write the names of the angles which are equal and then make a conclusion that triangle COD is similar to triangle AOB by AA test. Now if these two triangles are similar, then area of triangle COD upon area of triangle AOB will be equal to the ratio of their corresponding sides and the square of it. Now which corresponding side we should take, we will decide by the given ratio. You can see the given ratio is AB and DC. So I will be using this CD from here, CD upon AB square. Okay, so this is the equation. Now let's start with the given ratio. AB is equal to 3DC. Now in this equation we want CD in the numerator, AB in the denominator. So again I take AB this side and 3 this side. Once AB goes there, 1 remains in the numerator. So 1 upon 3 is equal to DC upon AB. So you see here in this question there is no need to do any componendo or dividendo because directly CD upon AB we are getting the answer. So we will substitute this here. Now, so area of triangle COD upon area of triangle AOB is equal to, instead of this ratio, I will put 1 upon 3 whole square. When you will open the bracket, square of 1 is 1, square of 3 is 9. And I get the answer that I want, right? So, sometimes the ratios will be given direct as it is, or sometimes you will have to use the componendo if only a part of the side of the triangle is given. Right? The method remains the same. Prove the two triangles are similar. Write down the ratio of the corresponding sides. Which corresponding sides we should take, because the triangles has 3 sides. So we have 3 pairs of corresponding side, but we have to select only one. Which one do we select will be decided by the given ratio. As you can see here, AB and CD was the given ratio. I use that particular ratio. So the value that you get can be directly substituted in the equation to get our final answer. So this is how sums based on areas of similar triangles have to be solved. So this is the theorem of areas of similar triangle, which says that the ratio of their areas will be equal to the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides. So it is equal to all the 3 ratios of the corresponding sides. So using this formula, you should be able to solve the sums based on it. Thank you.